Hello, my name is Katie McAllister, and I am a staff member here at Resurrection. However, I'd like to take a moment to turn my hat from the staff side to parishioner side. And just like this hat has two sides, but is still the same hat, that's how I feel about my position here at Resurrection. As a staff member and as a parishioner, I feel are only two sides of the greater hat of being a disciple of Christ. As all of you know, with Christmas coming up, gifts are a staple to the Christmas experience. And as we shop for the special, perfect gifts for our loved ones, and those that know me know I will probably still be shopping on the 24th, it's also a wonderful time to reflect on the gifts that God has given us. So I'd like to take a minute or two, or maybe more, to discuss those gifts that God has given to me and how I am called to be a good steward of those gifts. Just like my position here at staff, as a staff member and a parishioner here at Resurrection are so intermingled, it's the same for my discipleship and my stewardship. In the first letter of Peter, we are told, as each one has received a gift, use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's varied grace. At our baptism, we are all given the same gifts of wisdom, understanding, counsel, fortitude, knowledge, piety, and the fear of the Lord. But God doesn't stop there. He graces us with individual gifts that are meant to be given away. Earlier this month, the confirmation team and I met with the students who are preparing to be confirmed next year. The topic was all about gifts. Talk about perfect timing, right? I will say that it has been a gift to be able to help the youth grow in their faith. In the process of guiding them, I have grown so much in my personal relationship and in my understanding of God and our faith. One fact that I like to share with the youth is that when we are open to receiving the guidance of the Holy Spirit and we rely on the gifts that we receive, we are transformed. Our lives are transformed, sometimes in major ways and sometimes subtly that we don't even realize until we look back. I look at my life and I'm in awe of the gifts that God has blessed me. He has given me gifts that reside within myself and also surrounded me with the gifts of others, like my family and my friends, the Resurrection Parish family, and even in events and situations. As I continue down this journey called life, there are gifts that I've always known I've had, like my smile, but I'm also constantly discovering gifts that I never knew I had or that God has just given me. For example, my gift of working with technology. I've always been comfortable with computers, but never saw it as anything special. But because I shared my knowledge and my skill instead of keeping it to myself or ignoring it, I've been able to help so many others. I've been able to help Resurrection grow during this COVID time. But also, I've been able to help my family. Those that know my dad know that he has the gift of whenever he looks at technology, something goes wrong. But I've also been able to help my friends and my family and even some of you. I have also learned that we need to share our gifts humbly. I look in admiration to those that have freely given away their gifts, but never call any attention to it. My mom is a perfect example of that. She gives so much of her time, her talent, and her treasure, but sometimes does it so secretly that many don't even realize it. I don't even think I know all that she does, but don't tell her I told you this. So I invite you to look at the gifts God has given you, both the gifts that are within yourself and the gifts that are around you. What are the talents and the gifts that you don't even realize that you have, or maybe think are just unimportant and won't make a difference? But they will. And how can you share them? So I like to share this with you. This is the way I kind of think of stewardship. Imagine that you love someone immensely and you give them a present. They have two choices of what to do with that present. They can either put it in the closet and never pull it out and never look at it, or just pull it out when you show up. Or they can put that present in as part of their life, of their daily life. how would you want them to respond? God gives so much and gives so much of it so freely. How are we using those gifts that God has given us to make this world a better place? God bless, and Merry Christmas from me to you.